Hello, my name's Phil and I work for the Consumer Services Department at the Hozelock head office in Birmingham. With over 50 years horticultural expertise, we at Hozelock understand the rewards of gardening and want to help you to get the best from your garden. Okay, in this video I'm going to explain the different Hozelock fittings to you, how they're used and where they're used, and some of the advantages of the new range of fittings that we brought out recently. There is a range of tap connectors for connecting your hose pipe to your garden tap. This is called a round tap connector. This is for taps that have a plain spout with no screw threads on. This allows you to push the tap connector onto the spout and tighten this wing clip so that the tap connector is secured to the tap spout. You can then connect your hose pipe to that with a suitable female hose connector, like so. The next type of tap connector is a standard threaded tap connector. This has a white insert that you can remove. This gives you availability of two different sizes of tap. You've got a 1/2 inch thread and a 3/4 thread. Depending on which size of thread you use, you may need to remove the white adapter and just use the yellow part on its own. I have a standard garden tap here to show you how it attaches. It just screws on to the tap like so, and again, using a normal female hose connector, you can connect your hose pipe to the tap connector like so. Again, there is a metal version if you want something a little bit more robust and durable. Again, it has the white adapter to give you the 1/2 inch size of thread. And finally, we have a 1 inch threaded tap connector. This is for people that have premises with a larger than average size tap. This has a 1 inch BSP thread, and that again screws onto the tap in exactly the same way as the 3/4 inch threaded tap connector shown previously. This fitting here is called a female hose connector. This has a number of features that are new to this range of fittings and will provide improved function and use. For instance, there is a soft touch area here which is good for when the fitting is wet and you're trying to attach a hose pipe to it. You've got a rubberized area there which provides increased grip. The clamping nut on the other end of the fitting here has been designed so that it not only prevents the hose pipe expanding, especially in warm weather, but it also provides a strain relief so that if you do pull the hose round at a sharp angle, it stops the hose pipe kinking over, and that's obviously better for when you're using your hose pipe so that you don't shut the water supply off. There's also a metal version of the female hose connector which has exactly the same features, except that it has a metal body. This is a lot more durable so that if the fitting gets accidentally dropped on the floor, it's a lot more robust and will stand up to harder wear and use. This type of hose connector is called a water stop connector. It's exactly the same in design as the female hose connector and has the same features, but inside there is an integral stop valve so that when you take the appliance such as the sprinkler or the spray gun out of the fitting by sliding the collar back, the little valve will then shut the water flow off, and this prevents you having to walk back to the tap each time you want to change your appliance. So that's obviously saves a lot of time and a lot of walking up and down the garden. So that's called the water stop fitting or the aqua stop fitting. And again, there is a metal version which is exactly the same, but it has a metal body which is a lot more durable and a lot more robust. The final set of connectors that I'm going to show you is connectors that join hoses together or join hoses to appliances. The first one is a double male connector, and that is used to join two pieces of hose semi-permanently. So this is where you want to make a join that you don't want to have to keep taking apart. You just remove the nut, push your hose into the claws and tighten the nut up, and this is quite useful if you've damaged or cut the hose accidentally and you want to just repair the hose. You can use this connector to do that. As I say, that's a semi-permanent type of connector, so that's basically where you want to put a connector in and not have to keep taking the connection apart. We've then got an accessory adapter. This is used to screw into different appliances or accessories such as garden sprinklers or guns. But a lot of other machines and appliances have an internal thread that you can use this adapter to screw into. And again, the female hose connector will just attach to that and you've got the facility to remove it quite quickly. So that's the accessory adapter. We then have a double male connector, which is a way again of joining two hose pipes together, like so. But this is quite useful if you want to continually break that connection and use the connection somewhere else, or use the pipe to do a different application. So that's a temporary way of joining two hose pipes together. That's the double male connector. And finally, got a Y connector. This is quite useful if you want to split your hose pipe and send it off into two different directions. I've got some suitable connectors and hose pipe here to show you. So the connectors just push on to the different male connections on the connector. Like so, and that allows you to run your hose pipe into two different directions or use two different appliances at the same time. And that explains the range of Hozelock fittings available. That's it, job done.